International Women's Day.
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 International Women's Day 2023.
My inspirational woman is my mother-in-law, Julie. She suffers with multiple sclerosis, but she does not let it get her down. She is the hardest working, most strong, excellent woman that I have ever met in my life. She always offers to do anything for anyone. She is just the epitome of International Women's Day.
So a female who is inspirational to me is Michelle Obama. And the reason why I love her is that she's so eloquent, intelligent, that she has a career in her own right, apart from her obviously very famous husband. She was so successful in her own life even before she met him. And in fact, she was his boss. And look where they both ended up. What strikes me about her is that she's somebody who's so authentic. She really cares about people. She cares about the disadvantaged. She's a wonderful mother and she has lots of fun. My favourite images of her are when she gets up on stages at concerts and joins in with the dancing. And I think that's amazing. And I think lots of people can relate to her. And no wonder she inspires so many women around the world.
So my inspiration is my godmother, Tracy. She worked from the age of 16 in the council, worked her way up through the ranks and became one of the top housing managers in Sheffield. And she used to go in and work with young offenders and work with people who are really struggling. And she was amazing at her job, always on it. And she was such an inspiration to me in terms of my career and wanting to achieve the best I could achieve. Later on, about 10 years ago, she found out she got MS. And so she had to stop work not long ago. But since then has taken on the role of church warden at church. And she just is so incredible. She works so hard. She's always on the phone sorting things out. And she jet sets off across the world. And she never gives up. And she is an absolute inspiration to me.
A woman who's inspirational to me is Dr. Eugenia Cheng. She was one of my lecturers of maths at Sheffield University. I did sometimes struggle with my degree. I found it quite tricky, quite challenging, but she was one of the lecturers that really went out of her way to explain things, to make it relatable to everyday life and to make sure that we understood. I really enjoyed her lectures and I try and bring some of that into my classroom now as well.
Women that inspire me, classic ones, my mum. She's a single parent and has raised 3 children on her own for the last, I want to say about 18 years. So she's a massive inspiration to me. But also there was a member of staff at the SCITT called Laura Bullers who ran it for a large period of time, and she was the person who inspired me to actually get into teaching this way as well. Her drive, her passion, her confidence as well, and how she made you feel about what impact you could have. She was just the person that made me think, I want to do teaching and I want to do it with the SCITT. She was definitely my inspiration that way.
So the woman that really inspired me, as cheesy as it might sound to some, was my mum. She's a TA at primary school, and I've never seen a woman that's overcome so much in her life and been so caring towards everybody else despite what she's been through. That really made me want to help people and try and make a difference and hopefully one day match up to her.
So my mum is an inspiration to me. I think she's amazing and she's wonderful and she's powerful, and she has inspired me in everything that I've done. She's supported me in everything that I've done. It's not always been easy for her because she's brought up me and my sister largely on her own, but she's always inspired us and sort of promoted doing whatever we want to do and made us feel like we could achieve whatever it was that we wanted to achieve. And the reason I wanted to be an English teacher is because as a child she would sit and she would read to me, and I have such fond memories of that. And I think if that hadn't have been the case, I wouldn't have had the passion that I have now, but also I wouldn't be sort of the nurturing, caring teacher that I know that I am to my students, and so it's all down to her. So thank you, Mum.